Katie, you got to get this new training certification so you can increase your knowledge of gains and more gains.
What certification is it?
It doesn't matter what certification it is. All that matters is it was created by the coach and this person I follow on Instagram, so it's got to be good. Boom! Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps. Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition. Gotta say it in this video, Exos trainer, as well as a CrossFit level 1. Why does that make sense here? Well, because it was brought to my attention that there are a lot of Instagram celebrities, well, at least one, and her name is Amanda Bucci. Okay, Amanda, I'm probably butchering that name, or Bucciing that name, but nonetheless, it is something that's happening now. What's come to my attention is that people are creating their own online personal training certifications without actually having any education or certifications of their own to begin with. So I'm going to contrast some things. First of all, I'm a huge believer in Exos. I'm an Exos fanatic. Phase 2 Exos trainer. I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars educating myself, hours and hours and hours of time in the Exos methodology. And I'm going to tell you what Exos is. I'd also like to tell you why I'm kind of disgusted at people creating their own training certification programs, with the exception of a couple, and I'll explain why. Number one, I'd like to go into this Fitness Online Coaching Academy is the name of the academy. And the founder is Amanda Bucci. She has a nursing degree, but she never got a nursing license because essentially she didn't pay attention, she wasn't interested in whatever, failed the test, and moved on to become, I guess she moved to Venice and won bodybuilding.com spokesmodel search and became Insta famous, just like that. The online certification they're doing costs $800, and I'm actually going to look at the site right now. So essentially, the site is fitnessonlinecoachingacademy.com, a really interesting domain name. Bridging the gap between science-based knowledge and real-world coaching application, fitness, nutrition, and client management knowledge for aspiring fitness professionals. However, when you go to the About Us page, which is where I'm at now, About FOCA, there is nothing about what they've done, who they are, but there was a note. One of my subscribers on Twitter or followers actually messaged her like, so what gives you a right to start a fitness what are your certifications? She put, this Amanda Bucci Fit is her Instagram name. Not specific for fitness and training, although getting one would take less time to explain my knowledge base. I have a BSN, which is a nursing degree, full science background, bachelor's degree. Okay, so she has a bachelor's degree. I'll give her that. Fitness and nutrition mentorship from some of the most successful coaches in the industry, which means that basically she trained under people, I'm guessing. I don't know what a mentorship is. She got trained by them. Oh, but here's the great thing. Who have been coached by the most well-respected coaches themselves. So people who've been trained have trained her, who made her an expert, okay? And they've coached 100+ clients. That's impressive. Not really. The course has 3 different contributors as well, and I didn't write the whole entire thing. My coach plus our contributors plus myself. So she's a coach with a coach who has contributors plus herself wrote this program. Sounds legit. Sign me up. A piece of paper may appease some people, but my knowledge base covers the paper and then some. Here's the problem, though. You're selling a piece of paper. Are you not seeing the stupidity and hypocrisy in this, Amanda? No offense, but this is kind of weird. I know your fans are going to go fanboy on me, but this has got to be called out. I'm sorry. So it's $800 for an online certification by a coach who's coached by a coach who has contributors who are unnamed, just contributors. All right. So here's the deal. Contrast that to Exos, which they have an online program as well, but I've explained, as you'll see in my article below, click on the first link on my top 3 training certifications and why. I do not like online certifications. I like application versus everything, which means that you got to get out on the field or in the gym and learn the movements and apply them. Simply learning and reading and regurgitating information does not mean you can perform it and demonstrate it. And that's where Exos Phase 2, you're actually forced to coach other coaches, which is intimidating because a lot of these guys were head strength coaches at professional soccer, football, and baseball teams when I went. And here's little old me, YouTube Marc, trying to get down with them, right? So contrast that to Marc Verstegen, who is the founder of Exos, that used to be known as Core Performance, recognized the world's most innovative human performance experts, pioneered the concept of integrated performance training, and brought that system to the world's top athletes, team, and sports organizations, the U.S. military, and leading companies such as Intel, Walgreens, LinkedIn, and Sheraton Hotels and Resorts. Let's move forward a little bit. He leads more than 500 employees at the company's performance centers in Arizona, California, Florida, and Texas, as well as supplying international sports top athletes and organization. He actually came and taught some of the course that I was involved in, my mentorship in Arizona. Very, very, very awesome guy. Consults for high-performance companies such as Adidas, Skills, Kaiser, and Axon Sports. Partnered with the Mayo Clinic. Director of Performance for NFL Players Association, where he focuses on player safety and welfare. Okay, authored 6 books, including Every Day is Game Day. Now go to their thing right here. So basically, Exos develops personalized game plans for athletes around the world at any point in their career, from college tryouts, professional championships, to retirement. Another thing is, there are 17 elite athlete training facilities by Exos. They have produced 675 NFL draft pick and 12,000 elite athletes they train and support. Just put that in perspective, and this is Exos versus this online. Now, I'm not saying that they need to be at Exos' level. I'm just saying that it's kind of an embarrassment to get a certificate from this organization versus an organization that actually pioneers stuff. This is literally a girl who coaches, who got with her coach and said, hey, we can make some money teaching our methodology. Now, what does their program include? I'm going to go to modules and pricing right here. Okay? So they cover nutrition, training, client assessment and management, and starting a business. My whole problem is, so the module required to graduate from FOCA include modules 1 through 3. These include the absolute need-to-know foundational information on nutrition, training, and client assessment and management. So it's kind of like anybody can just pop up a cert. I'm here to tell you, if you want to get that, that's great. If you feel you can learn something from it, that's great. But this is not an accredited, this is not a legit organization. If you want to learn what Miss Bucci does, by all means, buy Miss Bucci's program and her coach, because every coach needs a coach and, of course, contributors. However, there are differences. For example, Dorian Yates has a training certification. However, Dorian Yates also pioneered his own training methodology. Last time I checked, when people are going to failure in the gym or when they're doing a row, they're not doing a Bucci row, they're doing a DY row or a Dorian row. Okay, Dorian was a pioneer. Dorian created a training methodology. He didn't just have girls go to the gym, do side leg press, okay? Dorian is an innovator. Dorian is someone who deserves it. Charles Poliquin, one of the first men to advocate using branch chains during training, his diet philosophies, as well as his strength training philosophy as well. Poliquin has his Poliquin principles and his Poliquin training. Again, he's paid his due, he earned it. He didn't just win a contest for bodybuilding.com to become a spokesperson. Okay, NASM is mail order, yet NASM has been around for a long time. NASM is very physiologically based in their training, and NASM is a credible organization to train with. So my opinion on Instagrammers doing their own training organizations is it's very good from a marketing standpoint. God bless their heart and soul for being able to go out there and sell this crap to people. For being able to sell this crap. Look, I go out and I give information for free every day on this channel, every day on the Marc Lobliner YouTube channel, youtube.com/Lobliner, every day in my articles on the Tiger Fitness content site, including the one down below on the training certifications. Every day I go out and I give free information and I help train people. By no means do I feel that I deserve to have my own Marc Lobliner training certification, because I am a trainer who utilizes things from both Exos, I even use a little bit of CrossFit, as well as my education experience and who I've mentored with or learned from in the industry, as well as training with all the top IFBB pros. I learned something from everybody. But do I need to come out with the Lobliner training system? No. If you want to do what I do, follow me on Instagram. It's free. But I'm not going to charge $800 at the end of the day. God bless them for doing this. It's capitalism at its finest. These online celebrities are simply utilizing their fame, their internet fame, to monetize their own name. And honestly, selling a training certification, we have no right to sell one, just kind of cheapens the entire industry. It disgusts me. And it cheapens real training accreditations and certifications like Exos, like NASM, hell, even like CrossFit. I know people are going to snicker in the comments. But you know what? Glassman's crazy, and he always dresses like he doesn't have a home. But CrossFit is something new. It's something innovative. And Glassman has a ton of his own little research. And honestly, I'm not 100% sold on CrossFit, but there are some principles in there. Like, he created a movement, just like Dorian. He created something different. This is simply bro and hoe science. That's all it is. So, my opinion is, Insta-famous people, just because they're Insta-famous, doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. Stay away from this program. Don't spend the $800. Go to Exos, spend more money, but get more knowledge, and honestly, get more respect. And that's not a game.